Alright, yo, what's up, y'all? Redirect Podcast. Of course, it's your boy Drect. And to my left,
your boy June Pz, man. You already know what time it is.
Chef Trez, you already know it.
I just swiped the credit card down your booty, girl. Your girl booty.
Down your booty, girl.
Yep.
But yeah, Q's not here today. He's doing dark skinned nigga Christmas shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back after the new year. You know what I mean? So let's get right into it, man.
All right.
So Rap Grid dropped the poll. I'm gonna read it verbatim.
This nigga said that like he ain't Rap Grid.
Yeah, nigga, but niggas always assume it's me.
Right.
Who dropped the poll.
The staff on Rap Grid. You feel me? It's not just Drect.
Me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get that clear. It's not just Drect on Rap
This
Grid.
nigga Drect dropped the poll.
Okay, it says, we are doing a poll on the best freestyler in battle rap history, but can't decide the names. Help us pick 4, right? So the names on this list were Jin, No Can Do, DNA, Big Cannon, Thesaurus, Sharon, Chef Trez, Juice, Iron Solomon, Franco, Hollow, Idea, MC Supernatural, Illmaculate, Johnny Storm, Professor Green, Charlie Clips, and Disaster. Okay? So originally when I dropped this, my intention was the best or the greatest freestyler of all time.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So I was like, well, it's not really going to be that many people because there's a lot of people that's hot at freestyling or hot at rebuttals, but they're not the greatest of all time, right? Now, we've done other polls and stuff like that. This was by far like the talk of the town. Everybody was, yo, you left this person out. I had to revise this 8 times and put it up.
Right.
Because people kept crying and complaining.
I mean, it's because you said best. Like if you saying just best, meaning skill, then it's missing a few. If you saying greatest, then it's too many.
All right, so if we're saying best, meaning skill, then who's missing from this?
Bangs
is fire.
I agree.
Prep.
I agree.
Prep, yeah.
Who else? I would even. I mean, if we just talking about skill just alone, somebody like D Mites as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much. That's too much.
No, it's not.
That's too much.
No, it's not. If you could
listen. If we're doing a poll. Help us pick 4 names.
Right.
You can't list 100 people.
You have to narrow it.
You have to narrow it down. You can't say D Mites is the best freestyler of all time.
Why can't you?
It's one of the greatest freestylers.
Why can't you?
Because he's not. You earned the title great through trial and tribulation.
Oh, say now we back at great.
Nah, man, nah. But one of the best.
If it's
you can't
great,
become one of the best from freestyling and a joint with 2,000 people saw you.
Yes, you can.
15 years ago.
Yes, you can.
How?
My
How
nigga,
is that possible?
all right, Pete. This my philosophy behind the whole thing. If you the highest jumper in the world and only one nigga knows that shit, you still the highest jumper in the world.
Thing. If you jump the highest, that's definitive. Everybody can see that you jumped over Kobe Bryant's Mack truck.
All right. So
you know
my philosophy behind the whole thing is if you're one of the best freestylers, I don't give a fuck if you battled motherfucking Tank Lip in 2008 or you battled Loaded Lux yesterday. You know what I'm saying? If you put a nigga in the room with the other 15 greatest freestylers in the world and you have a chance to beat him, then you're one of the best freestylers.
Yeah, but it didn't happen though. He wasn't in the room with the 15 best.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? He was in Grind Time DMV.
Right.
Shout out to D Mike.
We're talking about I'm just saying we're talking about ability.
Especially when Twitter has a character limit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
right.
can't name everybody. I
Post
agree
a picture.
I agree with Bangs. I agree with Prep. And I agree with Serious Jones. Now the thing with Serious is I'm not gonna talk about everything, but Serious basically he was like some fans tweeting him like, yo, they don't even have you on this shit. So I do agree that Serious was one of the first people integrating freestyles with Rans.
Right.
He freestyled in the Mook battle. He had crazy freestyle moments against Jin. So my bad, I left Serious off the list, right?
Right.
But Serious, Bangs, and Prep is the only names that I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
I should have added them on here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But also, I wholeheartedly believe that when we say, yo, pick 4, and it gets down to the last 4 people,
right,
people aren't going to be voting them as far as that top 4 goes.
It's tough. It's tough, man, because
people already have voted.
If we're talking about best, then you put all these 20 niggas in the room together, you can't tell who's going to win.
But here's the thing.
If we're talking greatest, we talking about body of work. It's only like 5 niggas that's going to be on that list in the first place.
I agree.
You know
I agree with that. But we're saying this from a people who know how to freestyle, have been in freestyle battles, historian, super battle rap behind the scenes perspective.
Right.
We're not. This is like we asked the fans this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, it was a couple things were revised, but the main reason why we doing this podcast is I was literally disgusted by some of the names people were saying and some of the reasons that they were saying that these people had to be. All right, let's read some of the comments on here. Like who, man?
Yeah,
it's y'all job to throw niggas under the bus. These are your peers and shit. They look to me for guidance. They don't want me to diss them.
I mean, they ain't at me these terrible names. They added you, nigga.
What'd you say?
I said they ain't at me with these terrible names. They added you.
No, they added Rap Grid. I don't know why y'all keep saying I'm Rap Grid, man. All right, so I'm gonna read some of the comments. Dumbfounded chimed in. No Can Do is the best I've ever witnessed.
I respect it.
Pass agreed with that.
Pass is better than No Can.
Pass is fire. He underrated.
Pass was like one generation from freestyle and a couple battles away from being on this list. Right. You know what I'm saying? Iron Solomon said Ilmac, Thesaurus, Juice, and Charlie Clips. He said
facts. He
said No Can Do, Mac Lethal, DNA Idea, and Sharon also deserve to be mentioned.
Facts.
Do y'all think Iron Solomon should have been on this list also?
Yes.
Okay, cool. A lot of people saying honorable mention Mac Lethal.
Mac Lethal deserves to be on
the list. If we talking all time, yes.
Okay. Jay Short said we missed a lot of British contenders. Now, what I will say is you could give Arcane and consideration for the work they put in. Possessed.
What's his face?
Possessed was better than What's His Face, though. Possessed was fire. Mike Assassin.
Yeah. Yo, Mike Assassin's the last dude that we wanted to mention.
What about Justice?
Yeah, I was about to say Justice.
He's from Australia.
Justice should have been on the list
we
too.
just talking about, we talking about overseas.
International 360. You know what I mean? There's a couple dudes.
Yeah, Madness said Source, No Can, DNA, and Supernet. Right?
Facts.
So
are we I mean we counting folks from that, like this all time. Okay,
Juice and Supernet.
All right, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? So and the one we originally missed that we threw back on was Big Cannon, right? So let's get into this, right? First of all, when you talk about the best freestylers in history, all these names deserve to be included, right?
Right.
So when you talk about the greatest, and I'll let Ness Lee talk about this, what is the differentiating factor between best and greatest?
Best is just based on ability. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, you can look at it's the eye test. You know what I'm saying? So you can see Blake Griffin in the park throwing down ridiculous windmills. Everybody knows who Blake Griffin is. Everybody knows he's one of the best dunkers in the world at his prime. But ain't nobody seen them Chef Trez tapes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They ain't seen him in the park dunking on niggas. Chef Trez could be one of the best dunkers in the world based off of some shit that I seen and ain't nobody else.
You're saying it's like some Pee Wee Kirkland shit. Like, because you're not in the league doesn't mean you don't deserve it.
Right.
But I do also agree that it's something to say that if you did it on the biggest stage possible,
that's where
possible.
That's where greatness comes in.
It makes your case way better.
But that's where greatness comes in, because whether ain't nobody see it or not, if the highest dunker ever known, ever recorded, has a 53-inch vertical and you jump 54 inches, you still the highest jumper in the world. Ain't nobody seeing that shit.
But
so you're the
best.
best.
This nigga wasn't there to record it, then it's just a legend.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. But you still, but that's facts though. But you still jumped higher than all the rest of them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
greatness comes when you do that shit in front of the whole world. When you in Guinness.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
So
when you done. Nah, go ahead.
So Chef, just being someone that's been doing it in the small rooms, the big stages, freestyle without the recognition, freestyle with the recognition, and now it's like a slogan and everything.
Yeah.
Like, what do you feel the difference between just being a dope freestyler that should be considered versus one of the greatest of all time is?
For one time, that's a big thing in it. Like, the best. Let me see. Like, all right, it's 4 of us in here right now, right? Let's say you the best 3-point shooter, like right now. because in the last 2 weeks your percentage is crazy. You're the best right now, but over 5 seasons, like this nigga June been that thing. So he's the greatest if we talking like that. But you just the best, like you right now type. Now you have potential to be the greatest if you continue it. But
so do you feel like you're right now? Because like you shooting 48% from three this year.
Only because of time. You feel me? Like you can't be the greatest just like overnight type shit.
Yeah.
Like
okay, so we all agree on this, right? So here's the thing. Now I want to take this a step further. Tally up all the names that people voted. It was like over 1,000 people commenting on this shit, right?
That's crazy.
So are you good? So you tally up all the names that people counted. You know what I'm saying? And you basically you decide, all right, now who actually is the greatest, right?
Right.
So
how do you decide who's the greatest freestyler though? You can't.
That's some hard shit to quantify.
You can't.
That's some hard shit to quantify.
Okay, well,
so
there's a couple factors right here, right? You have to go by people who actually won competitions, because unlike this era, the freestyle era was judged.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So when you look at somebody like Thesaurus,
exactly,
it's
that's
like okay, you won Scribble Jam twice, you won the World Rap Championships twice, and you won Tourette's 90 million times, and it's all on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can you not say that Thesaurus is one of the best?
You can't. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you agree with this, right?
I agree. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's no way you could, me, determine who's the best. Because you could take that, right? And then you could take somebody from a different era and be like, well, I seen Hollow, I seen Clips do that, this, and it's all been on cam. So to me, this is the greatest. You feel me? It's like an era. It's like an era thing.
Hey, hold on real quick. We got my boy G-Lowe in the building. What's good, G-Lowe? Yo, grab a mic, boy. Get the money seat, boy.
Yes, sir.
Shout out G-Lowe, man. Tell him who you are, G-Lowe.
G-Lowe, gun bars, and glasses.
You
heard? You gotta sit on the money seat. The camera ain't gonna see.
Yeah, the
money seat.
Right.
So basically, right, what we talking about this whole episode, we put out a poll, the best freestylers of all time, right?
All right.
Who you think the best freestylers of all time are? If you could give us like 4 names.
DNA.
Okay.
Charlie Clip, Chef Trez, and who would I put at number 4? That's a hard one.
Just pick, not
man.
pick. Man.
Nah, just pick.
I'm gonna go with Illmac. I'm gonna put Illmac.
Like I said, it depends on what era.
Okay. Nah, but he jumped more than one era though.
I put Hollow before Illmac.
You know what I'm saying? It's an era thing, but you guys can go back a little further than me.
Yeah,
because y'all familiar with it a little more.
Okay, so this is my whole thing. Me and Ness, feel free to chime in, y'all. We gonna give a history lesson. This whole thing is the battle rap freestyle history lesson.
Right.
And hopefully at the end of this, we're not telling you got to change
who
you think the top 4 are, but you have a little insight as to, okay, this person did this, that, and that.
Right.
So Ness, when we start back at the beginning of freestyling, and I don't mean like Roxanne Shante and shit like that.
Right.
I'm talking about to when it actually started forming as like some type of leagues or companies running and organizing these battles.
WRC shit.
Yeah. Well, before that,
even before that,
do we start this at Scribble Jam or do we start this with like the Juice and MC?
We got to start with Juice and Supernatural because that's the battery and everybody back. You know what I'm saying? So Juice, Supernatural, or the Blaze battles. You know what I'm saying? You remember them shit?
Start with Blaze battles first.
All right. Yeah. Now, I remember the Blaze battle. That was the shit that made me realize, like, my nigga, I can really say this shit off the top of my mind. Nigga, you had niggas like niggas wanted divas. You had RZA and that bitch battling who's this nigga Sunkiss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From Terror Squad. And niggas was really in there, doing they shit, dog. You had the whole Outsiders was in
this
that
was
bitch.
On HBO, right?
HBO, BT.
It was aired all over TV.
Yeah. And rest in peace. That's the first time I seen Pumpkinhead. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
First time I seen PH.
Well, it was 2 Blaze battles.
Yeah. It was like a 98 and then a 99 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you have Idea versus Shells.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was like one of the main battles I remember.
Yeah.
They dropped that footage fast on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so Blaze battles was huge. You remember Blaze battles? Or was that like a little before your time? Yeah, but it was like famous people in it, underground legends in it, and a couple people who are around today in it, right? Now, it wasn't like the craziest freestyles of all time, but it was like the observational shit.
Some niggas showed up with all written. Some niggas showed up with, you know, straight off.
Trust me when
niggas
say freestyle shit.
Yeah,
but we can tell.
No, you can't.
We got to train ear to tell.
Bro, I swear to God, it's niggas who
I can tell, bro.
It's niggas who can write their shit to sound freestyle.
Nah, but you can tell by sometimes you can tell by a nigga's cadence, and you can tell by looking in his eyes and seeing where he's thinking.
Nowadays,
sometimes
exactly.
Body language.
And I know what you're saying because I feel like I could tell all the time, but all the time you can't, bro. And every times where a nigga don't freestyle or a nigga freestyle where you thought it was opposite, because I'm quick to ask. I really check a nigga, impress a nigga, like
right.
Because I'm really into freestyling and shit.
Right,
so
right,
There's some
right,
things you
right.
can't deny freestyle. Somebody just fainted.
Oh no. What we saying is like, you know, niggas freestyling stuff, but I don't trust it because in cases a lot of niggas do come with ain't nothing to cook up 8 punchlines in your head, not setups, literally just the punchline, only the punch.
Yeah,
and ramble some bullshit about what's going on until you get to it. I seen niggas do it. That's why I don't trust it, bro.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So let's move on. So from Blaze battle, what was the other battle we said? Oh, the Supernatural and Juice.
Supernatural, yeah.
So tell us about Supernatural and Juice.
Hey, that was the first time I realized niggas was on some Super Saiyan shit, dog. Like I seen this nigga Supernatural. I'll keep it funky, Supernat, my man, but I didn't really fuck with his style like that too much. When I heard Supernat, like even though he was great with the freestyle, you could tell he was freestyling. Juice, that shit sounds straight Rick. You know what I'm saying? But
Juice definitely had vocabulary.
Yeah.
He say shit like endonym and synonym and shit like that before other niggas was.
And he don't stutter, and he don't got no setup bars. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like my nigga Supernatural, he'll be like ripping with the mic when I did gripping with the mic You know what I'm saying?
Supernat also would be like, oh, hold on, take a second to think. I spill you like my man just spilled the drink.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and Juice freestyle so well that you might discount it. Like, nah, he wrote that shit.
But Supernat is great at big moments.
Facts.
If anything in the room happens, this nigga is all over it. You know what I mean? You don't spill your drink. Nobody pass out. The lights don't briefly go out. If you trip over the mic cord or he's on it.
If you do anything but stand there, my nigga, you gonna end up in a bar. You know
exactly. And that's how. Well, who you think won, Juice or Supernat?
I always got to go with Juice, but the consensus is Supernat. You know what I'm saying? I go with Juice just because this shit just so it shit sound like he wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
So when you talk about it, like Juice and Supernat was like the biggest battle of that time.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
I don't know what year that was. 90.
Like 98, 99, somewhere around there.
So you also got to remember.
I was 5.
So you look it up. Look it up on YouTube after this, right?
4 or 5.
So also you got to remember is Juice beat Eminem. And Scribble Jam.
That wasn't Scribble. It was like
Scribble. No, I could have sworn it was Scribble Jam.
It wasn't Scribble. It was some other shit. I forget what it was called. Some
the Juice beat Eminem, right? So Eminem was ripping everybody,
right?
And he
with Rittens though.
Yeah, with Rittens.
See, this shit like a history.
I swear to God,
that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this.
Our era is like the Philly DVD era.
Right.
That's when I got onto it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I went back and I seen the Jay-Z freestyles and the DMXs and the.
But see, this is more like the battles that was set up. It was like, okay, MC Supernatural. You familiar with MC Supernatural?
I heard the name.
He has a Guinness record for the longest freestyle, right?
I think so. It might have been top by now.
Break that. That's easy.
You gotta call the Guinness people when they come out.
That shit too.
Yeah.
How long you rap
for some shit?
It's over 20. Over
like 4 days or some
pretty
shit.
Rap?
Yeah.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could drink water and shit.
Oh, all right, that's light.
Yeah.
I don't want to say what.
Like,
we do that
would
anyway.
you want to do that though?
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
just
for
break
4 days
doing that shit.
I just break a record to post real quick.
No, let me look it up.
Fucking Sharon trying to do that shit too. Y'all gonna be going back and forth for days, my nigga.
Like literally.
That shit gonna be crazy.
All right, Guinness record, longest freestyle.
It was freestyle, like just battle.
Oh, you know what?
Just rapping in the room.
You know what though? The dude from Chitty Bang broke it.
Oh yeah,
Chitty. Yep. Let me see how long it is.
The Eminem versus Juice was on Rap Olympics.
So somebody sat in the room.
Yeah, rap. That's what.
Somebody sat in the room and while they rap.
Sat in the room with a fuck. I think he had a beat on.
I thought it was longer than this.
With a camera.
It was 9 hours, 15 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh, that's it?
I'm here making shit up. Why?
That's light.
Maybe you don't get a water break.
Nah, I think you get breaks. I feel like I remember them niggas getting breaks or something.
But we do that shit on time every night. And then when we post with the gang, gassing up, rapping.
Exactly. So all right. So the next era that we jump into, right, is, mind you, Supernat and Juice. That is the biggest. That's Juice one. Is the best freestyler. Yeah. Supernat is the best freestyler.
That's Lux and
All
Hollow.
of hip hop is going to go to a venue and watch these niggas battle each other.
That's Lux and Hollow.
We'll play it after
the 90s.
Exactly. Yeah, Lux and Hollow of the 90s. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's how big it was. Now Juice entered Scribble Jam, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of kept it going, right? So a lot of people who are the OGs from this era of battle rap, they kind of came, like the Disasters or even like Hollow and stuff like that. They know and respect Juice as the freestyle OG, right? And he's still nice to this day, you know what I mean? But he's just not like an acapella type battler, you know what I'm saying? So Scribble Jam comes along, right? Scribble Jam is in Cincinnati every year. It's by Kevin Beecham. Mr. Dibbs. Is that his name, the bald dude?
I think it was Mr. Dibbs.
Mr. Dibbs.
I don't know about Kevin. You know
what I'm saying?
You know more than
now, the thing that was unique about Scribble Jam is that, you guys heard of Idea?
Sound like a king of the dot rapper.
Nah.
He would have been had he been here.
You
know what I'm saying? He would have been.
So Idea is a white dude, white freestyle rapper. He was also in the Blaze battles, right? Okay. But Idea was ripping people when Scribble Jam came around, no matter black, white, whatever, with a flow. He was consistent. Now at this time, when Scribble Jam first started popping, you had Brother Ali. You know what I'm saying? You had Idea, Murs. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Murs.
Yeah. So all these niggas that were part of that underground scene, like Scribble Jam was integrated in the underground battle rap.
The Scribble Jam kind of is the catalyst that made them niggas pop too.
Exactly. But you got to remember though, Idea went on to become an actual musician, sell mad records. Right. Mac Lethal went on to become a musician, sell mad records.
Murs as well.
Brother Ali, you know about him. He went to sell records. Murs went on to sell. These are like real rappers, right? But they have this footage that you can see on YouTube today. Idea, correct me if I'm wrong, but Idea was the king of this shit. Yeah. At that time, he was the nigga nobody wanted to see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you have that whole era that Idea is the king of. And ADM, I don't know as much about ADM. Honestly.
I don't either. I also got to shout out Swan, man.
Yeah. So after you have the whole Idea era, then you kind of have like the Awkwards and Mac Lethal type era of Scribble Jam, and this is where it got lit. Now you gotta remember, at this time, Awkwards, Mac Lethal, and people like that, and Swan. You remember Swan from the MTV battles? Funny dude with the afro from Detroit. He never won Scribble Jam, but he was arguably the most dangerous dude in that second era because he was so funny. He was clowning.
A nigga beat me before.
Swan beat you?
Yeah, I cooked him, but they knew him. Yeah, nigga, I'm from.
I think the biggest.
We like the fifth era.
Like the seventh era. You like seventh era, but you've been around since the sixth. But you seventh era. But
you started in 2013. What 2013? Right?
I was like 1918.
So the first era is like 1993, right? Or the rock, unless you want to count Kumo D versus Busy B as the first era.
We can't.
You got to if you want to be technical.
If that's the first era, technically.
If we want to do that, it's like 10, 11 eras. Then we're gonna do all that. Yeah.
All right, so we come into this next era. Like I said, Swan. Now Swan was famous because he battled this dude named the bald dude. What's his name, man?
Bald dude.
He was popping in underground rap before. The nigga, he was like, you look just like a dick with ears.
Oh shit!
You looking like just like the Hobbit.
I forgot who. I know who you talking about though. I forgot who.
This nigga said you suck so much dick, you give Little Kim tips.
Right.
What is his name, yo?
I don't know. But I remember the battle.
Nah, I don't want to disrespect nobody. Right. No, there was no Breeze. Yeah, that was flowing.
Breeze, my nigga though.
Okay, so when Swan battled Breeze Ever Flowing, it was the funniest back-to-back punchline we ever seen off the top, and Swan became like the most dangerous dude of all time. In that, like moment, because nobody was funny like him. But it wasn't no pause. It wasn't like that back then.
It's before. It was like
you're bald, nigga. You look like a dick. Niggas was laughing.
If he said that, you know now he would get crucified.
He couldn't, but that's what I'm saying. It's different era. Yeah. So this is the thing, though. When we talk about, but here's the thing, though, right? When we talk about the best eras, I feel like this: like, in order for Chef to be as nice as he is at freestyling now, these niggas had to pave the way and invent like new things. You know what I'm saying? No, you see what I'm saying, though, right?
Those not influences.
No, I'm not talking about Swan. I'm saying people in general that came before you.
Made that.
So for instance, there was no back-to-back punchline, hilarious freestyles before Swan did it.
Facts.
Nobody's style was I'ma clown you up out the building.
Hey, but you know what's crazy, man? I rap like that, man. So when we battled, that was like a big thing at Illfest. You know what I'm saying? Niggas thought I bit Swan style. I hadn't heard him until Illfest.
Bro. It's all about who gets seen doing it first, bro.
Facts. That's facts.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's it depends on how you.
But that's another thing too. For you to be able to get up, go outside your house, go on MTV, go on Scribble Jam, and then excel at it is different from being nice in your hood.
To be able to stand out doing whatever you're doing in that aspect. Like when niggas be like, "Oh, he's the most aggressive, he's the funniest," that's dope because it's a lot of other motherfuckers like that. You feel me? It's just that you stand out doing it.
Yeah.
So even though it's a million niggas before you got that style from somebody else damn near.
Right.
But you got a different kind of personality, charisma to you that makes that style.
I guess what I'm saying is people are influenced.
Yeah, everybody. Literally everyone.
Yeah. So
Hollow was mine, I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
So this is what I want to say, and this is the thing that people have to understand about Ill Mac, right? So like I said, you got the Swans, the Mac Lethals, the Awkwards, all these people. These are the kings of Scribble Jam.
Right.
Ill Mac, how old was he?
I think he was like 16, 17.
He was 16?
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere when he was still in high school. He left high school.
He was as old as Trez is now.
Drove to Scribble Jam, right? So Ill Mac leaves high school. No one knows him. Leaves high school, drives all the way to Cincinnati
with some big ass pants on.
goes to Scribble Jam, right?
Right.
Wasn't on the main card, like he didn't get in the qualifier. But if you know about Scribble Jam, the thing is that if you showed up there the day of, there was always somebody who didn't show up.
Right.
So you could qualify like on the stage. He enters that way, murders everybody, wins the whole Scribble Jam, and becomes a legend that day.
Which means he rapped more than everybody that day because he had to.
So he beat like 15 niggas off the top in one day. You know what I'm saying? And became a Scribble Jam champion. It was so hard to become a Scribble Jam champion. You don't understand, especially in this era.
I bet.
Right.
You gotta go through favoritism, all kinds
like you said, he's 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he had this line against Swan. Mind you, Swan is fat. Swan has an afro. And he said, off the top, he said, "I don't mean to sound cliche today, but if you shave your face with a razor blade, you look like an overweight Macy Gray."
Shit was crazy.
And people were literally like, "Yo, I never heard nobody rap like that over a beat and bring that style."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could tell he was pulling, like freestyling. You know what I mean? And that was a moment that made Ill Mac Ill Mac.
And he was young.
Exactly.
It's the young. I don't mean to sound bad, but the young and the white people effect. Like the white person that does a windmill looks amazing. The 16-year-old that does the windmill.
But here's the thing: he actually won for real.
I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
And the fact that he's young just makes it that much crazy.
Amplifies
it. Gives that much of a push. Like damn, little nigga out here.
Look at Trez when Trez first started.
Yeah, even
yo.
You could take the same stuff,
and it was just because he was so young doing this shit.
Yeah, we could say the same thing, but depending on like certain factors. Depending on how people fuck with it. So if you actually smoking niggas with it, then you golden.
Yeah,
now look at him. Look at him. A real legend.
Now add that to the fact that he was actually colder.
That's what I'm saying. He a golden right now. He's golden now. You actually nice like that, and you got that factor. You young. You younger than everybody. It stands out. Yo, look, little dude on stage. Oh shit, little dude wigging.
Right.
So after the whole Ill Mac thing, there's like a new era. And this is where now Thesaurus used to battle at this place called Trez in Cali. And this is where you get like Thesaurus, Tantrum.
Right.
Yeah. In like that Northern Cali community, right?
Yeah.
But also what you got to remember at this time is whether it was true or not, the whole buzz was that, these dudes are at Scribble Jam or whatever, but No Can Do is the best freestyler in the world. You know No Can Do, right?
Yeah.
No Can was crazy.
No Can brought, it's like he had stumbled a lot, but it was like he was thinking so hard and pulling this vocabulary out of nowhere.
Bro, I tell people, when you stumble in freestyling, it's going to happen. Like, that's part of having fun with this shit.
Right.
If you freestyling, everything is flawless, I'm skeptical about it if you're really freestyling.
That's why I feel the way I,
like, honestly,
my opinion about Juice.
If you like, that's why like people throw anybody freestyle that they mess up. I don't get mad if I see somebody freestyle and mess up. It's all good because I mean, you're freestyle. You took a risk, my nigga. It could land. It might not land. You never know.
And that shit happens. Just so G-Lowe know, No Can Do off the top was saying shit like, this is verbatim. Your girlfriend's vaginal traffic looks like a boat going down an ocean on the cover of National Geographic. He like, this is the type of shit No Can Do was freestyling back then. You know what I'm saying? He was saying.
See, a lot of the shit that was acceptable back then is not acceptable now.
And that's
so
to me
that
defines greatness. To me that defines greatness because this old freestyles and stuff that you see from back in the day, that same era, is fire. But some shit be but. Like,
but this is what stick with you. But I guess we're not having that argument yet. We're not getting into that argument yet. We're gonna have it when it's done. But what I'm saying is, like, it was everybody. You got everybody freestyling, and you got people like Ilmac is starting to bring multis, which means like a multi-syllabic flow, which means you matching certain parts of certain words to rhyme correctly, right? He's complicating that and bringing it in. But at the same time, you have somebody like No Can Do who's bringing in a wider vocabulary into freestyling, right? And that's why I say this, because you're saying shit like vaginal traffic, which you might say that that's mad goofy, but nobody is saying shit like that before this nigga. So people are like, yo, this nigga's like a scientist with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So then, and here's where it gets kind of tough. You also have Franco. Now, to me,
Franco is nutty.
Of that era, Franco is the most fluid and arguably the best freestyle of that whole era. He's a little white kid. Nutty. He doesn't have a corny, high-pitched voice, but he's just a little white kid. And his freestyle ability, like his ability to rhyme in full sentences and talk about everything going on and not run, amazing. But he just never won. Every Scribble Jam, either it was a close battle and he lost, or something happened and he just never won.
I ain't gonna front. I thought he beat No Can in that one joint, dog.
Well, what happened when Franco battled? Franco finally got to the
Facts, a long time.
Franco finally got to the finals, and it was against No Can Do, and Franco dropped his mic, and No Can Do it. Whatever his last rhyming was, he rhymed it with, and you dropped the mic, and everybody went crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, it was like saying, yo, you know I'm rapping tight, and he dropped the mic. And you dropped the mic, and he just incorporated into whatever he was saying. He lost.
To me, them theatrics.
Then there was speculation. Then people
like that shit more than the bars.
Yeah, that shit.
That's how the moments happen.
So that's what one No Can Do got one Scribble Jam. Now also in this era you got Thesaurus, and Thesaurus is doing what. Now I said Ilmac was like, Macy Gray today shaved your face with a razor blade.
Yeah.
What Thesaurus was doing was his whole shit out the gate was one long multi that was, you couldn't say it was written because he getting on your whole outfit and everybody behind you.
And he talking about shit you just said.
And what made Thesaurus a legend in this era is 1 year, I forget what Scribble Jam it was, maybe 04. You have Iron Solomon, you have Thesaurus, you have all these people in one. It's like the GOAT, the passwords was in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Iron Solomon is ripping everybody. Everybody thinks that the final is going to be Iron Solomon versus Thesaurus.
Right.
But then you have this kid that won the Australia qualifiers named Justice. I don't know if you ever heard of Justice before.
Justice is crazy.
So Justice is ripping everybody at the same time, and they're like, yo, all three of these people ain't going to make the finals. So what happens is, in the semifinal, Iron Solomon ends up winning out on his side, right? In the semifinal, Thesaurus versus Justice, right?
Yeah.
These niggas, in my opinion, proceeded to have the best battle of that whole freestyle ever. I think that was the single best battle. Would you agree? Yo, this nigga Thesaurus was saying shit like Australian is just a less distinguished version of an English person.
That shit's crazy.
And then he said
crazy.
He ended one of his rounds. He said something. So good day, mate. You need to vacate because based on your time zone, you're a day late. Everybody goes crazy. Battle's over. Then just this last round, I'm a day late. That's the reason for your mother's period. Everybody goes crazy again. They couldn't judge the battle. They had to go to an extra round. You know what I'm saying? And to me, to me, but you see how we said the no can do bar, and you was like, oh, that wasn't acceptable. We said that, you like, oh, that's kind of fire. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like the pinnacle of that period. Now Thesaurus won 2 Scribble Jams. He has that under his belt. Is there anyone else from the Scribble Jam period we not
Rhyme Fest? What
Rhyme Fest?
Yeah, he went on.
Rhyme Fest. See, the thing about Rhyme Fest is he battled. Was it Juice that he battled in an old Scribble Jam?
I think he battled Swan, didn't he?
I don't know. Well, no. That's in the newer one. Well,
okay.
Rhyme Fest did Scribble Jam before he was famous. Rhyme Fest,
right.
And he lost in the finals or something.
Right.
So when he got on and he had hit records, he entered it while he was famous.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. That's crazy.
He beat Swan in the end.
I think he might have won because you know that effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he won, so it was kind of like his whole like, even though I'm on, like I did what I always wanted to do. Moment.
Right.
So that was. You could put Rhyme Fest up there, but he's not. I don't feel like he stuck around long enough in competitions and shit. So that's where you get the Thesaurus, Illmac,
WRCs and all that shit. Yeah.
So going into the WRCs, people, when you saw Thesaurus and Immaculate and all these names, people were like, "Oh my God, I seen them on YouTube battling." So there was anticipation. They were legends going into that era. You see what I'm saying?
That's what Marvin them made themselves legends. You know what I'm saying?
We don't,
because people knew Marvin them, but.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I'll let you bring in the jump off era.
I mean,
the 05 jump off was the first one.
You don't want me to talk. My experience was terrible. I ain't heard of none of these niggas.
No, that's the second one. The first one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't even know about that shit until I got in it, and I had been retired from battle rap for like 3-4 years at that point, and I jumped in, and I didn't really. Me and Jaren got in it.
Well, let's do this. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about the first year jump off.
Well, no. All right, go ahead.
You talk about the second year.
Go ahead. But let me hold on. Okay, matter of fact, let me say this shit. So what happened? I was done. I felt like I had won every competition you could win around this bitch. I was done, and I still came from the era of set up punch. So then I got hit up by this British nigga like, yo man, everybody say you that nigga in Atlanta, man. Get you a partner and come through. Y'all might be able to win 50,000. I'm like 50 G's. I hit up Jaren. We go through that bitch. We ain't got to do no qualifiers or nothing. When these niggas opened their mouth to spit and started rhyming shit that I was like, yo, how the fuck far has battle rap come? You know what I'm saying? I hadn't heard of Illmac. yeah. I was done. I hadn't heard of none of it. I hadn't heard of Illmac. I hadn't heard of Thesaurus. You know what I'm saying? So basically what had happened is that shit that Illmac and Thesaurus and them was doing in Scribble Jam, everybody had adapted to that shit and started doing it. So they had to do it even at a higher level to the point where everybody's shit sounded rote. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was half road and half freestyle. And me and Jaren we battled 10, 20 times. For the first half, we got face chewed. Cause I didn't understand that shit. I didn't understand how niggas was rhyming like that until we had to catch up. So battle rap by the time WRCs and shit came, niggas was on a whole different level with this freestyle shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
whole different level.
Let me talk about what set it off so y'all understand and everybody listening can really understand. And I'm not vying for Illmac and Thesaurus. By all means, vote for whoever you want to vote for. I want people to vote in the comment section too. Just give us 4 names who you think are the best freestyles of all time. But mind you, I said Illmac and Thesaurus are already legends from Scribble Jam, and Thesaurus shit even didn't have nothing to do with Scribble Jam, right? So this company named Jump Off TV, they doing street battles. They doing them in England and they doing them in New York. You got names like Cyanide, Presence, Ill Spoken, Hami Ham. Hami Ham
was the nigga with the afro.
Yep.
Right?
Yo, Hami was crazy.
I seen the nigga on the.
Hold the mic up.
I seen him on the The on-demand battle.
On-demand.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Homie Hom, Piff James.
Yeah.
All them.
That's
this nigga.
Yeah.
Homie Hom should be on the list too.
This nigga was on there.
Yeah.
Was they mad? It was everybody.
I
like,
remember Homie Hom because he said some shit, bro, that stuck out. He was like,
the Digimon shit.
nah, he was like, dang. Something how you go against the hamster, knowing that I'm some kind of monster. I'ma roll him up like Blanca.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I remember watching that shit. Like,
give me mine, or you gonna feel that semi-9 that'll make what is a chest plate transform like a Digimon. Oh, that's crazy. Back. That's what
I always wanted to see Homie Hom
shit tonight, bro.
See, now
Jump Off. That's still fire though. You see what I'm saying? It's still fire.
So Jump Off was important, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The reason why Jump Off was so important is because that's when it went a cappella and you couldn't hide behind saying corny shit over the beat.
Right,
so a lot of people got exposed for just being corny, and you had to elevate and become like there was like a new breed of MC, right?
Right.
So during these street battles,
yeah.
you were seeing people like Homie Hom become popular. Piff James become popular.
Yeah.
Piff James
You know what I'm saying?
is fire though, low key.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what happened was they used all that momentum to make teams, and what they announced was they're gonna do something called a World Rap Championships. The winner gets $10,000. You got 8 teams in London, and you got 8 teams in New York. Whoever wins New York battles London for the 10,000, right? So everybody like went crazy. Now, a lot of people didn't know how to enter, right? So we were just following along with what Jump Off was putting up. So when they announced the teams for New York, it was Ilmac and Thesaurus, which like broke the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was Presence and Ill Spoken, right? Ill Spoken was known in like Boston and shit on the East Coast. Presence is he from Chicago or some shit?
I don't know what the fuck
Presence is this balding, super high pitched voice, corny white man who somehow, some way got into these battles and beat a lot of people with names Ilmac and all. Solomon, he battled all these people. You know what I'm saying? It was who else was a team in that?
Bro, I still don't know nothing about
James.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I still don't know nothing about the 06.
Mad Ills and Parable was in it. Cyanide in it? I don't remember all but basically what happens is Ilmac and Thesaurus enter this competition and they smoke everybody. You gotta battle everybody twice, right? So you gotta do 10 battles in one day. Right, so what Ilmac and Thesaurus brought to the game was not only were they freestyling flawlessly, they was the first people using teamwork and playing off of each other. So mind you, like everybody's freestyling and nobody knows what to expect. We're gonna show up and we're gonna be like, your shoes is whack, your crew is whack, your turn. The blues attached to bloop the black, your turn. So people are showing up thinking they're gonna do that, and literally Ilmac and Thesaurus is just like mechanical with it. You know what I'm saying? They might have had some pre-meds, but everything sounded like a freestyle. Everything was back and forth. Everything was teamwork.
And that shit rhymed. And that shit rhymed perfect.
Drawn into it.
By the time everybody caught on, it was already
too late.
The rematch battles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that Thesaurus said Mad Ills got in a boating war.
Oh yeah,
got pushed overboard and came to America from Cuba on a floating door.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. He told that man his real name is Manual Labor.
But this is what I'm saying though, like, and this is why Thesaurus and them was so great. Because they were bringing like real complicated jokes in the battle rap.
Right.
Yeah. They was using the multi-syllabic flow. You know what I'm saying? And they was playing off of each other. Right. So this is what I think a lot of new fans need to realize. And to make it even better though, when they announced the second year, that's when you got Disaster and Cyanide was in it. Critical and Madness was in it.
Lush and FLO.
Yeah, Lush 1 and FLO was in it.
Marvin.
These are a lot of the names that started in this era. Marvin Quest.
Marvin Quest, yeah.
And
I was in
this
that
year
shit.
they did 8 cities. They had a qualifier in Australia. They had one in Detroit. They had one in Atlanta. Me and Ness was both in the Atlanta one. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like a lot of people behind the scenes of battle rap and a lot of people who are just top tier now was involved in Jump Off back then. What did Thesaurus and Ilmac do this time?
Washed everybody.
Smoked everybody. Went undefeated again, right? Damn. Now when they got to the finals,
20 bands.
Yeah, when I went, the second one was 50. Yeah, the second one was for 50 bands, right? So you got to think, the Source won Scribble Jam twice, which is a trophy and money. What was it, 10,000 or 5,000?
I don't even know how much money.
Say Scribble Jam was 10,000. He already won that twice. Won mad other battles.
Right.
You know he's a gambling ass nigga.
Right,
so Lord knows he's in the World Series of Poker at the same time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he comes and wins 10 bands, and then he wins 50 bands. Now the second time, this is where Quest McCody and Marv One come into play. They was cold. There was the niggas like, if you was at home and you was like, man, this white boy shit is corny. When you saw Quest McCody and Marv One, you were like, yo.
They took niggas to the hood.
I remember
they took
sitting outside battling some dude who had him a fucking suit shirt.
Yeah.
I'll beat your ass. I catch you sipping last sip of the flash.
That's one of my
favorite
favorite shit.
Woke up, beat your ass.
I
catch you way late to class.
Nah, beat your ass. You could be doing the lawn, cutting the grass. Wait till you stop that mower and get to beat your ass.
A sip of the flash. Some.
Beat your ass.
Yeah, they brought that shit to the hood, man.
Yeah.
I can't front, man. Like I was looking at, like I was wondering where this influence was coming from in battle rap. Everybody rapping the same, like everybody was sounding like extra nerdy and using, like multi and everything, even if it ain't make sense. So I wasn't really fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Then when I saw Marvin, I'm like, all right, this is that
exactly.
shit. This is that shit.
And, you know what? Organic was in that joint too. Organic and Bishop Picante was in it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Kid Twist, all them. You know
shit, that's why I met this nigga, man.
Yeah. Me and Ness met that day. Me and Hemi, you and Jaren.
Yeah.
Matthews and Parable.
See, now we don't got shit like that now. Like I wish they did though. Not even just for you know what I'm saying, freestyling, just rap. Period. Like just.
Right.
I think it'll bring more to it.
Not as much competition.
That's what I was saying. Like that shit wasn't cool in that. Like,
it's more of an entertainment thing than a competition thing.
Exactly.
Though, like
you got slogans and everything now. Yeah, like, I don't hate on slogans, but you can see where it has these.
You damn near we gotta do shit nowadays like
that don't got to do nothing with bars.
Don't gotta do nothing with that rapping. Like I tell people, but the rapping aspect is on like 5 or 10% because technically where we all can rap, everybody can rap.
Right.
Like literally.
Right.
But what about your raps that you do to make people fuck with it?
Exactly.
Outside of the rap shit,
right.
feel your vibe, you know what I'm saying? All that extra shit, which honestly is unnecessary to the bars, but that's what they care more about. So
I guess it's more so about moments now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And there's bars.
And then out the ring though. But then you gotta look it's not even you can't even just take it back. You gotta think about what people are interested in life. It's
right.
You feel me? Quick, dumb shit.
Yeah.
Rap, they want to hear you nigga pull his wallet out and make World Star.
Right.
Excuse me, the coldest haymaker ever. Some crazy shit that's monumental to battle rap. It don't matter though.
My nigga trying to snatch this nigga
glasses off. Like 4 years, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Somebody tried to snatch your glasses off.
The nigga was rap. Go ahead.
Alright, boom. So I did a battle out in Maryland. Mm-hmm. This is 2013 when I first started. It's like my third battle. So I go out there. It was a new league called Barbenders or some shit. They hit me up on Facebook, was like, yo, we got our first event coming up. Long story short, they give me a matchup. I write for it. They get up there, do the battle. All right, so I finally see the nigga I'm battling. I didn't know this nigga from a can of paint. I see him, and it's some special ed ass nigga. Like, bro, like, yo, he's legit special ed. So I get in there,
No disrespect.
No disrespect. You know, to the special needs, but
funny. I'm sorry.
But listen, so boom, he starts rapping. He's like something. He got a hell of a list too, and then he just chokes like literally like 17 seconds in the round. I'm like, okay, boom. I spit a throwaway round. I'm up 1-0. At this time, I'm new to battle rap, so all I care about is winning. I just want to win. I want to beat this. Second round, turn around, do the same thing. Third round. He's getting his ass handed to him, pause. And the crowd is like, yo, you gotta do something. You feel me? So boom. He spits his verse and he's like, something, it's good to see you, something you marked out. And the nigga reached and took my glasses off my face. And my first reaction was like, I'm about to kill this nigga. You feel me? That's what I'm thinking. But then I'm like, yo, dang, these niggas finna pay me. You feel me? I ain't never got paid to battle before, so it's like, yo, how do I react? But I feel like the way I reacted was cool. I told the nigga, like, bro, He literally took the shits off, walked off, took my shits back. I told the nigga, bro, don't do that.
Oh, he tried to like leave with your glasses?
Like walk back to his side. So I'm like, yo, bro, don't do that shit. You feel me? Like,
what
chill the fuck
out.
He said it's good to see you not marked out. The nigga told me it was good to see that I wasn't marked out because I took my glasses back from him. You feel me?
That's what he rhymed like.
And
so boom.
and that's a good thing.
And that's a relief.
And that's a relief.
Yeah, it's good to see you ain't marked out.
In my mind, I'm like, yo, this nigga just tried it, yo. If you watch the video, like, you'll see it. Like, I'm like, yo, don't play with me. I will really catch a body in here. You feel me? And I guess with these people, it being their first time really dealing with the battle rap shit, the battle was over after that. Dude, I told dude like, yo, you gotta see me, bro. For what you just did. Then the dude who set the battle up, his name was Rob Jackson. He pulled me to the side. He was like, yo, bro, y'all niggas, you talking about guns and shit. I'ma just give you your bread. I need you to leave, bro. I'm not trying to lose the thing. I'm like, I bet, cool. Just pay me my bread. I'm gone. I ain't tripping off it no more. You feel me? That's all it was for me. But I ain't never had a nigga go in my pocket, take my wallet out.
Nigga, that shit
I ain't never
crazy.
had a nigga throw cigarettes at me. I ain't never had a nigga. I seen today some dude got punched and let the nigga keep rapping or something.
Wait, what?
Bro, No Mercy posted a clip. Yeah. The dude got punched and he let the nigga keep rapping.
So it wasn't like, yo, you a bitch. But basically the dude was like, cause when I do this, I'm like, yeah, nigga.
It was some
when
whack
he did
performance.
this, his fist went like this to his fist.
He rocked this shit.
No, he didn't rock him. Like he wasn't like.
He went like this.
He went like it was like.
It
this.
was like you know like if you performing and you act like you about to snuff a nigga.
Let's say we rapping right. And this is you not catch your ass. Right.
Yeah, like he.
I say
a million views. A million views right there.
So the dude, but he was like, so the dude like didn't really react at first. And
I didn't see
like,
that one.
The dude was like, yo, my fault.
I ain't see that one.
No, that's
I
not
don't know.
the nigga. You could tell the nigga who punched him was gangster. Like,
no, but he said my fault though.
But it's not, no, he didn't. Just
he was like my fault, nigga.
No,
right.
He was like my fault and kept rapping.
No, it wasn't that.
Yes, he
The
did.
nigga said my bad and kept rapping.
Nah, no.
Legit.
I'm trying to.
I'm not saying.
Hold on, my nigga. Let me look in this camera.
You need to let me know, like, it's my fault, bro. For real. Like,
Right.
I think it was this.
Right.
Boom. My bad.
I'm looking in this camera. I'm looking in this camera when I say this, my nigga. If you want 3 million views upon the release of the battle,
Look. Go back, yeah, bring it back.
Look, the most gangster my bad ever, bro. Wow. No.
Yo, Rock tweeted about that shit.
And you feel me? Like, well, that shit wasn't genuine, nigga. Look.
The average nigga probably wouldn't have let it slide.
Boom.
oh no,
Yeah,
My bad.
That's what I'm saying, but it's not like he uppercutted this nigga.
He rocked his shit.
You know what I'm saying?
no,
He rocked his
like,
shit.
all right, check. It's like this, man. I understand that things might happen when you perform, and you're a performer. You know what I'm saying? But if I accidentally hit a nigga, I'm gonna let this nigga know. Like, we here for a battle, man. Like, I apologize. I didn't mean to really punch you. You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie.
And it's gonna be genuine.
That makes the battle seem weird. You
Yeah. But you got to. Yeah, but
if you don't want to look weird on camera.
Okay, but you also got to get knocked the fuck out. Then you know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily, bro. Because I mean,
you can be like, you got to be like, my bad, and keep rapping.
No, you remember when Surf and Hollow was battling, and Surf hit this nigga on accident. He was like, "I'm sorry, brother." You know what I'm saying? And went right back in the character.
Yeah.
You do some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real nigga apology.
But Hollow wasn't about to jump on him.
How you know? Either way,
look at Hollow's face.
Either way, it's about
Hollow's
respect.
not like, yo, nigga, what?
Either way, it's about respect.
But hold on,
right?
We got to get back to the story.
Right.
All right.
Before we get back, I'm knocking niggas the fuck out if that shit ever happens. Just let you know.
So basically, what happens is Marv 1 and Quest McCody versus the Source and Immaculate is the most highly anticipated battle ever and shit, right?
All right.
2-on-2s. I'm telling you, all the black people are like, we infiltrated freestyle backpack rap, nigga. Like, we in there, we about to turn
like
it into
the first
street
McGregor
shit.
versus Mayweather type shit.
Exactly. It was like a lot of people was anticipating this shit, right? And I honestly think this is where a lot of the battle rap's fan base today came from the jump off competitions. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time that the fan base was married like that. When you had black people white people, people from different areas watching this, people from different countries, because they had the teams from England and shit in it. They were all watching this. So what happens is Marv Won and Quest McCody whooped that ass the first battle.
Crazy.
Everybody's like, oh my God, like Ilmac and the Sword, this is the first loss they ever took as a team. 28 battles in, this is the first one they lose. You know what I'm saying? And it was close. I say whoop their ass, but it had to go to overtime.
It was crazy.
You on a 28 game win streak and then you finally lose. It's like shit.
Right.
I remember because there was this thing that Ilmac and Quest did where Quest was making fun of Ilmac, and he was like, I'll take your chick and I'll scissor kick her throat. And then you know how the Source goes, oh, you know how he has that style? Marv Won came in, oh, get a boat and I'll scissor kick her throat. And that was right. Going crazy. Second battle, the Source and Ilmac win. It was going down to the wire. And you remember this is one of the most infamous lines from that era. Is the Source was like, you look like, he looked at Marv, was like, you look like the Kool-Aid man, grape flavored. Everybody lost it. They won that joint. Then the third battle was close. It wasn't the most electrifying battle, but it was close, and they gave it to the Source and Ilmac. The tapes got stolen from the camera. There was a riot at the event. It got exposed that somebody was trying to cheat. Niggas was holding the tapes ransom, and that kind of ended that era. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Then that birthed this era. You know what I'm saying?
Are we looking at what's going on?
No, I was reading your periodic table.
Oh, the periodic table of music genres. I'm thinking there's a tarantula on the wall. I'm about to jump over Ness and get out the door and shit. So
you know you can't jump over a fucking pencil, nigga.
This era, you could talk about this one. I'm more familiar with it.
Right. We're gonna get to this era in a second, but there's one more era that I want to talk about before we jump into this era, right? Which I think this era begins at grind time, right?
Facts.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when I say this era. Yeah.
Okay. So
is that still considered this era?
I wanted to.
Yeah. That era is this era.
So I want to talk about. Here's the thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about.
Everybody from there is who popping now.
Yeah, Hollow, Disaster. They all from the early grind time, early smack, early King of the Dot era, right? So I want to talk about 106 in Park, right? When you talk about freestyling, right? There was a lot of ass people on there, right?
Right.
The way Jen went through 106 in Park, I think people forget that it was cold for freestyle now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jen was kind of crazy though.
It was cold for freestyles. And you remember Jen?
Of course.
Check your Timbs. They probably say made in China.
Right.
Back to back.
I didn't remember. Jen had some highlight moments on 106 for real.
And what makes Jen great is he would go to your hood and battle you too, being a little Asian nigga.
Yeah,
and shit.
Jen had 1 million online freestyle battles cooking niggas. Then went on 106 and cooked everybody. Right?
Yeah.
So he cooked niggas so bad they signed him to Rough Riders.
Right.
Like just think about that.
Right.
I never heard a record from you where you cooking niggas so bad I'm gonna sign you to the biggest rap label right now. One of the 2 or 3 biggest.
I mean, but that's the
Rough Riders was probably the 2 biggest.
That's the benefit of being good, a good on beat freestyler, because we know you already sound decent on the beat. You know
exactly. So I think what Jen did in that era. And then this is what solidified it for me. When Jen went to Smack DVD and battle verse, and he was like, you said words connect about 6
like
times.
60 times, yeah.
I felt like he had to do nothing else to just go in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
After that, like, all right, you in the Hall of Fame, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this is why I kind of feel like when we talk about people from this era, and even you could use Chef. You know, as an example, Chef is popular. He freestyling is part of his slogan.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, Chef is the best of all time," right?
Right.
It's like, how do you weigh that against Jen, who did it on so many levels?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
like can you say that Chef is greater than Jen, or Prep is greater than Jen?
It's tough to put anyone.
Or you're a victim of this era.
It's tough to put anyone from this era on the same.
Well, you got to put DNA, in my opinion.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's
DNA
tough.
Has such a crazy
it's tough.
body.
That's one person.
DNA,
that's one person. That's what I'm saying. It's tough because we got 30,000 battlers now. DNA is one person, so it's tough to put any. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Ill Will is another person that deserves to be on this list.
Ill Will as well. Yo, them niggas had a 2-on-2 freestyle flip. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, I talk about Jin and then Iron Solomon, which wasn't all freestyle, but Iron Solomon mixed freestyles with writtens like I've never seen before, and that was monumental to me, right?
Iron Solomon was another one that made me look at this whole shit different. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't tell if any of this shit was wrote. I mean, some of it was not. You know, now that I know a little bit about it, but he was the one that made me realize that you can go back and forth between the two and seamlessly make that shit just you know, chew a nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
and the shit he was saying, like, you remember them early Iron Solomon battles?
I ain't gonna lie, not like, you know, too vivid.
So Iron Solomon was wearing a black t-shirt one day, right? He's battling a black dude named Shirt and Tie who happens to be wearing a white t-shirt. In the middle of his written round, this nigga said, or half freestyle, half whatever the type of round it was, this nigga said, a black guy wearing white, a white guy wearing black, a nasty rapper looking at you, a whack guy staring back. And it was like, yo.
See, he did some shit like that recently against
Rum
Nitty,
yeah.
with the J's. Like,
yeah.
I ain't even get to see it.
Man, that shit is, that's one of them battles of the year this year.
I got the link. We can watch it after this.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. He's been doing that since the beginning of his career.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what I say when we bring up all these people into the freestyle argument. And I'm going to show Serious Jones love too, right?
Right.
So, Serious Jones goes against Jin, which everybody's seen this.
Everybody's seen that.
Right? Serious Jones says, you use freestyling as a crutch. Like, his plan going into it is, you use freestyling as a crutch. I'm going to make people not feel bad about you for freestyling and crush you with written and then freestyle on top of it. Right. Like when he said I done peeped your whole rhyming game and it's kind of lame. All you do is look in the crowd, find a celebrity and start dropping names. You know what I'm saying? To me that was so genius. But then I'm gonna show you what they're gonna say tomorrow on MTV News. Right. To me that might be the best in battle freestyle ever. That's gotta be top 5, yo.
Right.
The MTV
That's facts.
News.
That's facts.
Because you take a nigga that's like the best freestyling nigga ever and do a freestyle to basically end his career.
Yeah,
that move.
He ended Jen Smack career. That's real shit.
Fight Club.
Well, you know, the Smack style.
So, and of course Jen came back later or whatever, but you see what I'm saying? Like, this is like that is when we talk about greatest of all time, it's moments like that. You can't just freestyle in a room and put it on Instagram and be the greatest.
So who would go in the greatest of all time category? It's only even 10 people you can consider.
I say DNA definitely.
Definitely.
And this is our personal. Don't let us persuade you. Like,
right.
Please, in the comments.
Nah, fuck that nigga. Everything I say is correct, man.
Now, I want to talk about Hollow for a second, right? So a lot of people say Hollow.
That's the goat of this era.
Well, a lot of people say Hollow is one of the greatest freestyles ever, right?
Right.
So when we did this poll, what we were gonna do is who's the best pure freestylers, like who could freestyle a whole battle and be fire, right? And we was gonna be who is the best rebuttalers, who is this that. When I look at Hollow, I don't look at Hollow like a pure freestyler. I look at him like he's prepared and he comes with fire rebuttals.
Yo, I mean,
and he can freestyle in the moment. I don't
look
at Hollow as a.
Let me tell you this: as far as pure freestylers, he may be the best I know. Just for the simple fact, hold on. Just for the simple fact that when I was in the studio with this nigga, I know this ain't got nothing to do with battles, but we just talking about the ability to freestyle. When I was in the studio with this nigga, I fucking went to the bathroom and came back and he had a verse. Like mentioning me and everything I've been doing in the studio and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga is one of the greatest freestylers I've ever heard in my entire life.
He definitely is. But here's the thing about Hollow. I've heard him freestyle personally, and I remember old videos he used to put on MySpace. Fire. He's definitely has top freestyle talent. But that's not his formula for a battle. He's not like, I'm going to freestyle the whole battle and whoop this nigga. Besides the Amzilla joint.
It ain't but a couple people that can do that.
But no, he can definitely. He did it against Amzilla.
I'm saying he can. I'm just saying, like, it ain't but a couple people that can.
Yeah. But when I look at Hollow, I'm not like, oh, you be freestyling. You're the greatest freestyler. I look at him like you use that shit as a weapon. And I feel like Hollow has a skill set of the most versatile and arguably greatest battle ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like you're just a freestyler.
When it comes to like overall, you gotta put Hollow up there,
Yeah.
like, as a battle
Exactly.
rapper. He's what a battle rapper like.
He's in battle rap in its purest form.
Yeah,
But when you say just freestyle battle rapper, is
Just
Hollow
freestyle-
top 4 ever?
I can't say
I
top
can't
4,
say
but I
top
got to put him
4.
top 10.
I can't say.
I would agree. I
I got to
agree
put him
with
top
that.
10 just because anybody in that top
But this-
4, he could cook them niggas freestyle.
Exactly.
You know
This
what
is
I'm
my explanation for all those people out there that are like, "Oh, y'all didn't put Hollow. Y'all didn't put Hollow." I'm just saying, like, he's great at freestyling, but I don't feel like he is a freestyle battle rapper. He can and he uses it as a tool. DNA is a freestyle battle rapper who can also write.
So we got, and as far as greatest go, we got DNA,
I'll put the Source in there.
the Source.
2 Scribble Jams, 2 World Rap Championships.
I got Ilmac in there. You got to put Ilmac in there.
I think Ilmac is either in there or he's 5th or 6th. If we talking top 4.
I got to put him in the top 4 just for what he did when he was a teenager.
Okay. So this one is hard for me, Sharon. What do you do with Sharon? As far as freestyle,
See this, all right.
Sharon?
This one of them things
Me
where
personally, I'm gonna be real. I still haven't been sold on it.
But you know, I'm just talking about
I
him
know what
freestyling.
Freestyling.
He has rebuttals in every battle,
Right.
effective rebuttals that are room shakers.
Just-
right.
I understand what you're saying.
I could put, but see, in the same breath, I could easily, put 4 above him. You feel me?
But I believe that when Sharon Suge didn't make it in the country, DNA and Sharon had to freestyle battle each other. I thought Sharon convinced
Sharon won. Sharon definitely won. Sharon beat me in the freestyle battle, man. And he's I was on fire. He's crazy.
No, you don't have to.
See,
Give
it's-
it, you don't have to give it to him. But this is us making our point for every person.
you
All right,
gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
First off, like we talking about this.
First, back up your argument.
Yeah.
So,
First off, we talking about the greatest in the world of 7 billion people. So it's like your top 4 gotta have 15 niggas in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get you. But this is. I'm just gonna make my thing for Sharon, right?
All right.
It's that DNA battle they both had to freestyle, right? It's the fact that he was freestyling in every battle before that. Was writing and then mixing freestyles in, right? Another thing, you remember when Sharon battled Pat Stay? Remember when they told Sharon he couldn't spit his 3rd round because he was going to bring Hollow Hand in?
Right.
Okay.
They said you can't spit your 3rd round. This man spit around everything he was going to say and pieced it together with freestyles. How the fuck you do that in a championship match and still get oohs and ahs?
When you
know what I'm saying?
Bring arguments like that, it makes you can't do nothing but respect it.
Yeah.
Now when you factor that in, see me, I was just off like and then Sharon.
You ain't really like him as you ain't sold on him as a battler.
Accolades and the shit that he's done.
And then on top of it,
you got to put him top.
You gotta be.
Top
You gotta be.
You know what makes it even worse?
What's that?
He went to BET after all this and won Freestyle
Right.
Friday
Right.
and won a spot on the
Sharon
BET cypher with Remy Ma and Papoose off of freestyling.
Sharon is crazy, man. Sharon is crazy. It's still hard for me to put him or Ilmac above each other. You know what I'm saying?
If it came down to Ilmac and Sharon, I would give the nod to Ilmac just for the fact that his freestyles influenced a bunch of people. He won Scribble, and he won the joints alongside.
But then
Source.
But then Sharon's body of work in a small time is crazy. That's why I can't put either one of them above each other. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That could be the 4 right there. It could be DNA, Sharon,
but then
Source, and Ilmac. I don't. That's not my top 4.
That's a solid 4 though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a solid 4.
Yeah.
Then when you go with Juice and Supernet.
See, Juice would be in my top 4.
Well,
you know
when you talk about Juice and Supernat, I believe that like someone like DNA has superseded that argument because he's been around for so many years at this point.
Right.
When are you gonna get welcome back, Chef Trez?
My nigga, hey, first off, man, when we talk about the freestyle, the Guinness World Record, the first Grizzlemania where DNA battled Farnham, and I battled this nigga Paperworks. We all rode down there together. You know what I'm saying? Me, Cortez, DNA, PH, rest in peace, Elite, and Sarah Connor. That's an 18-hour drive. This nigga DNA freestyled the whole way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew this was 09. This was early 09. I knew this nigga was on some, You know, I ain't never seen no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like freestyle the entire way, never repeated himself. Like I said, he ain't had no crutch words, he ain't had no crutch phrase, just going off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard no shit like that. So, you know, like I feel like he's a dead lock in the top 4.
Yeah, he's a lock. DNA is definitely a lock in the top 4, right? What we were just talking about was Sharon, right? And at first, G-Lowe was like, I don't know. Then I brought up the fact that he freestyled in almost every battle, had to rework his third round versus Pat Stay, last minute with
on the spot,
champion on
the spot.
Won 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? And then he had a freestyle battle against DNA, and I felt like Sharon won.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, if you're going to argue Sharon, those are all the things that are in his favor.
And he beat me top 2.
Now here's the thing, right? When it comes to somebody like, I'm trying to think of somebody y'all know. Let's go with, all right, Professor Green is a perfect example, right?
I still don't know too much about Professor Green.
I don't know who he is. I never heard of him.
I've seen some of his shit, but I don't know too much.
Now I forget what the exact number is, but it's like 100 and something. So basically, Professor Green was battling in England before Jump Off became a street league.
And he got 100-something wins.
Yeah, they did the Jump Off nightly battle. I mean, it was the first Thursday or whatever of every single month for 6 months of the year. Then they pick it up the next year. This nigga, Professor Green's record on the Jump Off freestyle battles was like 105 wins and 4 losses. That's crazy. Over like 6 years.
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Who was the 4 niggas to beat him?
I think Saint. He fell off.
Jesus.
No, it was one battle. He fell off the stage while he was rapping and he lost it.
What? Yeah, you automatically lost. You fall.
Or you win, my nigga. You fall off the stage and you keep rapping, my nigga.
No, he did, but he lost that one.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But and then Jin was one of the people that beat him.
Who?
Jin. So
okay, that makes sense.
So he won something, and the prize was we get to battle Jin, and Jin smoked him. You know what I'm saying? And then it was 2 other battles, right? So I don't know what the other 2 was.
Got hurt winning all them battles too.
No. So this is how Professor Green's name got popping. Professor Green, they did a 4-man tournament, and Fight Club was like, yo, the winner gets to be the 4th person in the Fight Club tournament. Now, if you remember, Fight Club used to do battles at the Mix Show Power Summit. The first battle was Jin, recognized J Mills and Shells. Shells battled J Mills in the first round. Shells won. They booed J Mills. Jin battled recognized in the first round. Smoked him. That's the one well, actually, no, a different one. So Jin battled Shells in the finals, and that's the one where Game jumped on the stage and he was like, oh, my man from Compton came to see me put you to shame, and he knew who I was because Game recognized Game. Crazy. That was crazy. Battle over.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So crazy. I think Game gave him like some racks too. He threw a bunch of money in his pocket. Jim won a car, the 100,000 or whatever it was.
And they had reasons for niggas to be hungry nowadays, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta build your name and then get paid.
Money. Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Niggas don't want to bet bread and do all that extra shit.
Second Mix Show Power Summit. You got Jen, Axel. You know Axel?
One of my favorite ones from back then.
Yeah, but Axel, like, he's popping now. But they got Jen, Axel, Serious Jones.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, Serious Jones and Professor Green because he won the England one. Right? So what they said was since Jen won last year, he automatically gets to go last. Like, y'all gonna draw straws.
Had that advantage.
Whoever draw the shortest straw got to go first. So Professor Green draws the shortest straw. He got to battle Axel first. The winner battles Serious Jones. The winner battles Jen, right? Mind you, this is in front of the whole industry. There's DJs there ready to give out record deals. There's A&Rs there. There's every celebrity in the industry is there, right?
So for deals.
You remember what Axel looked like back then? Yeah. The 2 long international P braids, the kind of chipped tooth. Professor Green, first round. This dude looks like a walrus crossed with Ricky Martin. Over. Crowd goes crazy. He smokes Axel, right? But you know what it was? You know what it was? At that time, there's a vibe that's basically like, you're a street dude. You spit written street lyrics, nigga.
Right.
Come from the hood. I'll knock on your door with the 4-4, waving the 4, busting the right. You have that, right? What can that do against? Look at this nigga's sneakers. The sole is missing, and the sole is actually missing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck can you say?
Right.
It was a handicap. It wasn't until Grind Time and Smack going back and forth the street niggas started being like, nigga, we have to incorporate that kind of shit into our rhymes.
Right.
Because there's no way these corny niggas can beat us.
Right.
And then white dudes was like, yo, I have to add some aggression, or nerd dudes, or back, whatever you want to say. I have to add some aggression into my shit. Because Murder Mook gonna come over here and smoke me and not have one freestyle. So that's how it happened, right? So Professor Green beats Axel. Second round, he battles Serious Jones. Now the crowd was booing both of them, but they was kind of pulling for Professor Green because both of them was just freestyling too much and nothing was really hitting. They give the battle to Serious Jones. From what I heard, Fabulous threw like 20 G's on the stage and was like, one more round, and the whole crowd was like, one more round. They go to extra round. Professor Green beats him, right?
You just do 20 racks on stage.
Well, that's what I heard. Now I know for a fact the crowd chanted one more round because they thought it was trash and they deserved one more round, right? So that's when I forget. You're gonna hate this, bro. It was all about the delivery and the timing. That's all I can say. This nigga Professor Green said, "Serious Jones, you're serious? No, I was with your mother last night and she's a serious hoe." Everybody went crazy. Everybody.
I mean, but at the same time, it's like this certain aura about a freestyle, man. Like regardless what you say, if niggas know you freestyling, most of the time they gonna respond to it. Exactly. Even now, you know what I'm saying. You can say the dumbest shit, but if it's about some shit that just happened, niggas are gonna go crazy over this shit.
And this is why I might change my opinion that Jen got to be on this Mount Rushmore, because after that, Jen, Professor Green goes against Jen, right? Jen's the freestyle master. You just saw Professor Green and Serious Jones freestyle all that shit. Professor Green gets up there, spits a fire first round. DMX said, "Where's the dogs at?" And Jim burped and all this other shit, and all this Chinese shit, all this dog shit.
Wait.
Bro. Right?
Bro.
I got you, right? You got to remember the era. It was not like it is right now.
Serious Jones, you're serious. No, I got your mother. She's a serious hoe.
And this is Serious Jones' whole argument, bro. This nigga didn't beat me.
Right.
But at the same time, Serious Jones didn't really have no crazy shit. He was just like, that was whack. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, the crowd.
I mean, at the same time, it's about your background too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of shit that's popping to these niggas over here ain't popping to niggas over here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But I mean, he did this in front of a crowd of industry niggas and hood. You know how the industry was in 2004. It was Terror Squad and NWA. And the whole fucking niggas from G Unit and Compton and shit. I was thinking the game when I said NWA. Like all these niggas is in the front row. Fabulous, Jadakiss, The Locks. These are the niggas just cheering.
Right. Well, another thing
the niggas
is
cheered. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing is whether you're a rapper or not, a lyricist or not. When you in the crowd, it's easy to get a reaction from you. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feeling that energy.
Exactly.
And shit, you know
I agree, and that's an advantage of freestyling.
You must have some mean delivery with that series.
You got to.
He did. But check it, right? So Professor Green goes against Jen, freestyles, Chinese jokes, whatever. Niggas is laughing. This nigga Jen comes with all writtens and smokes this nigga.
Jen came with all written?
Yeah, smoked this nigga. Jen wins 50,000. Right?
50.
Yeah.
50 bones.
Yeah. So Jen goes, yo. Jen goes, yo. This is the thing people don't realize. Serious Jones just smoked Jen like a couple months before this. Jen goes, yo. Serious Jones smoked me, blah blah blah, for 10K. Serious, where you at right now? I'll put up 10K. It is 50. You don't got to put up nothing for a rematch right now. Let's go. Serious Jones ain't come to the stage.
Bro, that's why they want all that damn money to rap now, bro.
Exactly.
They want hundreds and thousands.
But you used to have to win that though. So what happened?
It's like once you get it, it's like damn. All right, I can say I got that.
What's Serious didn't?
Niggas walking out the venue with 50,000. Niggas wasn't hating.
Nah, nigga, you won it. Yo, you
plus
he
was squatted up at that time.
Yeah, but at the first one, you got to remember too. He's a little Chinese dude. He smoked everybody in the first one, right?
Right.
To the point that like you got Game and all these niggas giving you money.
Right.
These niggas ain't letting you just not.
Oh yeah, they not.
You know what I'm saying?
Letting you walk off just.
They just giving money.
Game.
They go battle back in the day, bro.
Game give you 1,500 from winning a battle, and then he won't let a nigga take it from you. Hey, that shit ain't gonna happen. Not back then. They was giving it to these niggas in like glass cases where you could see all the money perfectly stacked from the bank and shit. There's pictures. I got some pictures I'll show you. But anyway, I say all that to say that Jen called out Sirius. Sirius said he didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? And
I wouldn't heard that shit neither, man. Shit, nigga, get my money and bounce.
I mean, he was spitting writtens for the first time ever. You know, he had some shit.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm saying this. Jen might have said he freestyled, but just my observation.
Well, shit, nah. Back then, I probably would have went in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
But
he ain't got nothing to lose, nigga, but a little bit of dignity.
And then the other milestone before this era, I thought, was when Serious Jones battled Mook, and he decided to freestyle a large portion of that shit.
Yo, that's what made me a fan of his, man. That's what made me a fan.
Who do you think won, Serious or Mook?
You know, it's crazy. I watched that battle literally like a week and a half ago. Whenever it was that we got back from New York, I watched that shit. I had Mook winning that battle, bro.
I always felt like
I got Mook winning that battle, bro.
I always felt like Jones won. I felt like Mook had the people with him.
You know what's crazy? When I first watched it, I was pulling for Serious because I didn't like Mook. I wanted him to lose. He was like
the little cocky nigga.
Yeah, me too, bro. At first, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, Mook he too cocky, like
exactly.
And all his niggas behind him didn't help.
Plus, you like freestyle, so you was probably like tight ass jeans. He's a monkey. Not even that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It just, I ain't gonna lie. It just, I don't know. I just like, man.
Mook
But then.
That's how I felt. One day I woke up and I said, Mook beat this nigga, yo.
Yeah, but then I was like,
even your shadow gonna walk across the street for you. That
was crazy.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Written or not, like Mook's style is just like it's battle rap.
Yeah.
It's like, regardless.
But here's the other thing too. So I was like, all right, I was playing myself. If I'm gonna be real, Mook won. I was arguing. It might have been you. I was arguing with somebody, and I was like, nah, Mook won, bro. Like I went through this with myself a million times. I thought I wanted Jones to win, but Mook won. This shit was crisp. This shit was fire. Yeah. It was good. Dot on your head, whatever. He was like, no, I could have sworn it was you. He was like, bro, watch it again, like now. Like in this era, watch it one more time. I watched it. I'm like, I feel like Jones won.
Oh god!
I'm like, I don't know.
That might have been me because I had just watched it.
It got all the symptoms of a great battle though.
Well, yeah, like, but that's dope though. When you can go back and watch something that's recorded.
That's like Hitman and Verb for me. That's one of my go-tos. I love that battle. Like, I feel like that one was back and forth.
I think Verb definitely won though.
Which one?
I got Hitman winning.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's one that
even
you can
feel
debate.
Like Hitman won the first
we
two
had this
rounds,
argument.
Even if you feel like Hitman won the first 2 rounds, he still lost. It's one of them times.
He lost the third, but he won first.
It's just one of them things
that shit don't happen much where a nigga win the third.
Nigga lost.
Nah, man.
In most cases, the nigga that win the third round.
Hell no.
It gotta be by a wide.
You gotta be like easily persuaded.
Yeah. If you're beating me in a close battle convincingly, then I drop a third round that makes niggas run out the venue, go crazy, and talk about it for 10 years. There's no argument that I won.
You won the war.
That's literally what happened.
I don't pay.
Can't say you won the battle. Can't say you won the battle.
Ignore everything else. Like, nah.
I just think it's special.
That's just one I go back to, and
some days
I got Hitman, some days I got Verb, some days.
That's how I'm with Nitty and Magic.
I got Verb.
Nitty and Magic is another one.
One of them battles where I like to.
Yeah, it's like that. That one's like that. That was on King to That, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, back to this real quick. So I know I'm giving y'all all these stories and shit like that. So I guess now that I think about it, Jen is in my top. I got DNA and Jen.
Jen is a lock for Hall of Fame.
Jen just did too much to me, man. He did too much shit.
So
he
Jen
did on multiple platforms.
So Jen and DNA are locks.
So what's difficult for me, right? I wouldn't say Supernat or Juice just because I feel like they dominated an era. Juice kind of leaked into another era, but it was like one era, right? And now I look at Charlie Clips, right? Charlie Clips is clearly one of the best freestylers, right?
Facts.
That's a fact.
I can't. Is it now? Remember, I said Ilmac was on the line. Is Charlie Clips more definitive than Ilmac?
It get tough for us in a new era.
Right.
But you understand.
Yeah, when you
understand what Ilmac did.
But exactly. With that being said, it gets tough for us in a new era. Like,
you go to the average battle rap fan right now, with that Charlie Clips of Illmac,
they're gonna say Charlie Clips.
Charlie Clips.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like they had competition and stuff where it's money on the line. They had more to compete in. Now, like I said, we get booked and we go on the stage and we rap.
But we've seen Charlie Clips freestyle enough and have enough huge moments to know.
I'm gonna say Clips. I'm gonna say Clips over Illmac. Me, I got Clips, but I'm saying if Clips had, you know what I'm saying, chances to win is 50 here, a ring there, then it could
Clips.
be
Yeah.
Like as far as accolades.
Yeah, when you at Bounce, we were saying it's difficult to put anybody from this era in that. GOAT.
Fact.
DNA is obvious as hell.
Yeah, DNA is a given. Like you gotta put DNA up there.
There's one more thing about Illmac that I forgot. Spin the mic.
True indeed.
Spin the mic is a competition where they pick 16 people. It's No Can Do, Illmac, Thesaurus. Who else was in it? I can't remember. Quest.
You know what I'm
saying? It's all these people in it that are like. KM was in it, I think.
KM was in that shit.
But
yeah,
stuff
that's
like
crazy.
This, we don't got stuff like that. That's dope.
They have a microphone in the middle of the room, and they got it on a big stand. You spin it around, and whoever it lands on, you got to battle them right there, right? So after the whole night, you know what I'm saying, people winning whatever. Illmac, he got a battle with Thesaurus. It lands on Thesaurus. Illmac beats Thesaurus for the first time ever, right?
Right.
This is the first time that you starting to say to yourself, like, damn, Illmac might be better than Thesaurus.
Right.
Thesaurus is the king.
Yeah.
Of this arena at this time, right? Then Illmac beats Quest McCody. You got so many gay traits, you can't even keep a straight face. You know what I'm saying? I think that was fire. That was fire.
He ain't fuck with it. He ain't fuck with it.
That was fire.
He ain't fuck with it.
That was fire. That was fire.
Nigga, that shit is.
The thing is.
That shit is fire for 05.
Was it Illmac the one that said?
You heard what you said for
05.
For 05. Yeah, so
I think if something fire is gonna always be fire. Like it's just fire for the moment. Like it's hot right now, but then later on, like that shit wasn't fire.
Will the seatbelt bar be fired 20 years from now?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it
no.
will.
You know what? I want to know why I say I don't know. I think the most fire bars are the ones that are dope lyrically and they apply to your opponent at the same time. I think when I think of the most
or bars you can see or bars. But
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Picture behind
10 years from now, performance bars might be out of style.
No, I'm not saying performance. I'm saying with a picture. Now, when I say see, not see me moving. You could see the bar. Like once he say it look like a seatbelt stuck and I'm trying to buckle up, you can literally see in your head now. You can see it. That's what I'm saying. The picture, not like literally seeing him move his arms.
I think that bar was fire, but I can't say definitively 10, 15 years from now.
You gotta wait and see.
Niggas will be like,
right. What you saying is like, you know, is Dr. J still fire because niggas is got
and he is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you got niggas that got 15 inches,
exactly,
on his vertical.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying though. Those same people with them 15 inches on his vertical, they'll go back and look at a Dr. J though and get shit influence from that. That's what I'm saying because it's still fire. But guess what? They not going back and watching. A motherfucking Bill Russell. He's a legend, great. But it's you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's the same thing.
I'm gonna say some real shit though, right? So when we talk about the best 3 basketball players of all time, everybody say
Kobe,
Jordan,
LeBron.
No, the top 3 ever. You say Kobe,
Jordan, LeBron.
Kobe above Magic
Kobe
Johnson.
my pop stacks.
Now
Kobe the greatest to ever play ball in the world, my nigga.
Get the fuck out of here.
What's up? What's up? Who want what?
That's cool, right?
Kobe, that's my pops.
Without super going into basketball shit, right? Why? How come you can definitively say that LeBron is better than Kareem? Why?
Because it's LeBron James.
Put in a lot of work. But you know what?
Because Kobe's better than all these niggas.
You really can't.
See what I'm saying, right? How many rings does Kareem have?
What is that? 5?
I think so, something like that, right?
Yeah.
This nigga has the highest scoring of all time,
right?
Most longevity, all this.
You
shit,
gotta
right?
understand.
Because you gotta understand. Most people don't take when they take greatest or best of all time. They like skill.
It's not opinionated.
Not even that. Hold on, it ain't the shooting, dribbling, dunking, laying up. It's not that. It's the entertainment with it, the shock value with it. Like if we all go out here right now,
we live in an era of clips. We can watch a nigga crossing him over 50 times. Remember when Iverson came down, he did that cross, nigga jump, came back. You want to know why I remember that? Because I see that shit once a week online.
And it happened.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why do I remember Iverson crossing Jordan? Because they played on every documentary.
Because Jordan
when's
is
the last,
the GOAT.
when's the last time I seen? You want to know when the last time I seen a clip of
because
Kareem
no one's modeling
their.
Listen, that's what I'm
Hardwood
saying.
classics.
Ain't nobody's modeling their
Exactly,
styles
nigga.
after that, bro. That's what I'm saying. The people who model their styles after that, they're not flashy players. Nobody cares. It's all entertainment. If you're not entertaining, nobody.
Magic
cares.
Johnson was entertaining.
People care.
It went
Yo,
from being
Magic
hungry,
competitive. People care. People still
to
talk about Magic. You see Magic Johnson documentaries on TV, all kind of shit.
Basketball was the same way.
What y'all don't know is the NBA almost went out of business, and they created the Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird feud. Like, of course, they were already nice. The teams were nice, but they used it as a marketing tool to get people interested in basketball again. Yeah. That's why people loved them so much, because they remember that being like, oh, I fell in love with basketball.
Yeah, that's what anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's what you can go to battle rap, you can go to fucking soccer, you can go to baseball, you can go to tennis. Whoever the most
but that's what I'm
exciting
saying. That's
player is who nice.
That's why it's easy to be like Hollow is better than
that's why you can't. Everything is opinionated, bro.
We can't watching clips of Hollow every week. Now I'm not saying Idea is better than Hollow at all at freestyle. All I'm saying is just this is the society that we live
used to type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all opinionated because some elements and factors you got to key in.
It's a camera on everything now, so that's why you get to see motherfuckers nowadays more than what I'm saying, because shit back in the day it was a rarity to have that shit on camera. That's why I say when a nigga shows up every time he's on camera back in the day, it kind of holds a little bit more weight because it was a rarity that shit was filmed in the first place. Everything.
But at the same time, though, check this out. This is one thing. Scribble Jam is once a year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How many times you see DNA cooking people on freestyles once a week?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
We got a platform. We have more of a platform.
DNA is one person. DNA put in more work than
the fact is, it's a balance. Y'all, like people from back in the day, y'all had
a bigger stage.
Start.
Not necessarily the biggest stage, but it was once a year, so all the attention was.
Y'all got to start. You feel me? Like y'all are some of the first people who, when you think of freestyling or rap or this or that, battle rap, you get thought of. So that's y'all upper advantage. Now our advantage is the platform we got to present ourselves on.
Exactly.
We have way more options now. Like I said, that makes it where you can say, I like this dude better than this dude, even though it's a whole different era. This dude might accomplish more, but this what this dude know, because he see it on a platform. He ain't dug into the roots of it, or the Ness had the roots of it to see what's going on back in the day. You feel me?
That's fire. This nigga try to hit me with a bar on the Slido.
But yo, this is one last name I want to bring up in freestyles, and this is just in freestyles. Is Disaster.
One of the greatest.
He got to be up there.
No, legit.
He got to be mentioned.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's one of the coldest ones. Period. Like with the motifs, with the just going with it, like freestyling's like.
He got to be mentioned, man.
This nigga's crazy.
Disaster.
You agree with Jin?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Jin.
DNA, Jin, Disaster. So Disaster's like a shoe-in for y'all. He's one of the top.
Who?
Disaster.
Who that?
The DNA, Jin, and Disaster.
I got Diz in my top 10. I got Diz in the top 10.
Speech on Jin.
I got Diz in the top 10.
If we talking just freestyle, I put Jin up there. If we talking battle rap overall, I don't know.
Just freestyle. Just freestyle.
But if we talking just freestyle, he's up there. You can't. What are we arguing about?
Yeah.
Now the thing with Disaster is that I think he's tainted by recent negative moments.
Facts.
Not to me, but just to
that's facts. That's facts.
We're arguing this with, right?
Plus, the more you're around, the more people, it's like
exactly.
Yeah, the hate train comes along eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have y'all seen Disaster versus Jersey Swift?
Oh my god, that shit was crazy.
For real,
that shit was crazy.
That to me, first of all,
I literally on my phone, like I watched the best of Disaster. Like I just watched. You feel me? Like
there was a moment in time where niggas didn't have a main event in grind time.
You just booked Disaster.
And we'd be like, yo, Disaster. And King of the Dot did it too.
Right.
Yo, Disaster, we need you.
Right.
Disaster's like, all right, I'll be ready tomorrow.
Right.
And he'll just smoke a nigga.
Right.
In an unlimited round.
That shit is
he did that like 6 events in a row. Yo, on some real shit, there was a point where Disaster was like Goldberg. Like he just kept winning.
Facts.
Yo, there was a time where he ate like 50 people in a row.
Goldberg.
He ate a lot of people in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
There was no stop. Yeah.
Now, if we're gonna make our final 4, I have Thesaurus, I have Jin, and I have DNA. Locks, right? So for me, it's gonna come down between Sharon, Charlie Clips.
They got about the same amount of same amount of work.
Clips, DNA, Hollow. And I won't put. I mean, you got to put DNA in there. Like,
the DNA is just that everyone understands that.
Right.
But it's the only reason I'm putting Hollow because that's an influence. Like
greatest of all time.
It's an influence, bro. It's like it's literally the influence.
If you work for the Battle Rap Hall of Fame and you got to press the button to put these niggas' names in stone forever, and it's only 4.
First off, that's fucked up. That's like if you got grade your little brother paper in class, you gonna sauce little bro up. You feel me? Because it's just that feel like to me, bro. It's like I know that's that
because he's such a lovable person. You know what I'm saying?
But I know that the reason why I freestyle how I do. Like matter of fact, if you go back to this off topic real quick, about 2 minutes. If you go off like way back to my first before my first battle, I was talking to the Spit That Heat staff. It was like, you know, who do you think he rap like? I ain't have no battles out, no footage. Who do you think he rap like? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Overall goal, battle wise. I was like, I just want to, you know, like Hollow, like go in and out with my freestyling. That's what I like, literally, bro. And it just happened. Like that's an influence.
But is your influence biasing you in this opinion?
Yeah, that's what
that's
I'm saying.
What he's telling you. That's what he's been telling you. Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm not. But see, for people watching that, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm trying to talk him out of Hollow.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like me personally, I had to put Hollow on mine, bro, just off influence. I'll smoke him now, but still, like I know that.
So who I say? I said Jin, Thesaurus, DNA,
Disaster.
I gotta put.
You got Disaster?
I put Disaster. Yeah, mine too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm putting Disaster.
What's your 4?
DNA.
Clips, Disaster, DNA, Jin.
Clips, Disaster,
DNA, and Jin.
Clips made freestyling. Clips made freestyling fun.
Mind you, we just talking freestyle.
It's hard to discount the source. You want to know why? Because he gave birth to a million.
When I say greatest too, bro, like everybody got accomplishments, bro. Like I want to like talk influence though.
The source.
That's fact.
The source influence.
You could. I'll put the source. I'd rather put the source in there instead of Jen for me, honestly. On my end.
The source might
on
be
my
the most
end, bro.
influential
So I'm gonna say
of all time,
the source,
you know
DNA, Hollow, and Clips. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, watching fucking Thesaurus and Ilmac and even you, like I say, bro, back on demand. I mean, all that shit was an influence. You feel me? Like
that's another thing I was gonna say. If we revert back to best, you got to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to, bro. Like me, I be in front of you chilling, but niggas used to watch you on TV, bro. Like and that shit. When I say the Hollow influence, I mean as far as just rebuttal and seeing it like this, but like rapping period is a rap influence, my niggas. All y'all niggas on that shit. Cause I'm a little nigga. I'm only 23 now, bro. This was way back in the day.
15, you mean?
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Seeing niggas go, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Like,
but that's how I feel. Like you always tell me about freestyling and shit. Yo, you one of the coldest whatever,
facts.
But like, I haven't done it for a million niggas to see, so I wouldn't put my name on here,
bro. I'll put it like this, man. The best freestyler I've ever heard. Don't nobody but me and a few people know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga named Tin Man from New Jersey. Never seen anybody like it. That nigga was like he was like Juice.
Nah, you speaking facts, bro. We don't know the best freestylers and rappers. This was like basketball. The best niggas locked up or in the hood, bro. Like you don't know the best niggas because you just know.
I can't lie. It'd be hard to find a nigga better than LeBron, no matter how.
Nah, bro. Nah, you don't know that. You don't know that one 6'9" hood nigga, 230, 10 bodies ready to who can hoop crazy.
It'll be hard to do, but it exists though. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's just so. You know what I mean? It's just who in the light.
I say all that shit to
literally
say like
who in the light.
I say all that shit to say like I met this nigga Tin Man at the first MTV battle that got shut down. This was back when I was on my shit crazy.
Like before Rain Man.
Before Rain Man, the one that got shut down.
I didn't even know about this. This is like new.
Yeah. This was the one before that. We drove.
I'm an encyclopedia. I'll be on it like yo.
Yeah, see, bro. It was 5,000 angry MCs all in Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit got shut down. You know what I'm saying? This was back when I was crazy. I could fuck with anybody off top. I was cocky. I was like, nigga, anybody bring the
Atlanta nigga.
Yeah. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we drove up there. The dude that I was riding was from MC War. Fuck MC War, by the way. Niggas eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? So we drove up there, and the dude that we was riding with used to rock with this nigga Tin Man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tin Man came through. Mind you, 5,000 angry MCs because the shit got shut down. Everybody ciphering. everybody cocky. Everybody think they could beat everybody.
Biggest cipher in history.
That's hip hop though. That's fire,
bro. Fire, bro.
10 Man came through when I was at my cockiest. It made me not want to rap. Made me not want to rap, dog. You know, I've never been in a position to where I didn't want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Until nowadays, I'm Hollywood nowadays. But like back then, I was my hungriest. I was the best I'd ever been. This nigga came through and shut down ciphers of 100 rappers. Made nobody say anything. This nigga was daring people to say anything to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still writing? Then they'll rhyme off of that shit for like 20 bars. And chewing nigga, punchlines, every nigga eyes going everywhere and shit. I'm like, I ain't never seen no shit like this. What I'm saying is nobody knows this nigga. He's not in the greatest. He can't be in the, you know what I'm saying?
The light.
Yeah.
Literally the light, bro. Whoever, that's real. Like, the light is what, that's gonna be fucked up, but the light defines niggas, bro.
Facts.
The light defines niggas. You could be ass. But if you in the light and you getting pushed, guess what? People gonna fuck with you. Now, when you have those people behind you, I tell you, once you get a fan base, you can't go wrong. That's facts. You can't beat a nigga with a fan base.
Facts.
So to sum all this up, the greatest freestyler of all time is Low Deluxe.
Jersey.
The Redirect Podcast. Thank you, y'all, for listening to this long ass history lesson.
You know what I'm saying?
I learned hella shit.
Hell yeah.
I learned hella shit.
And hopefully y'all did too.
Jersey.